June is Pride Month, celebrating victories in the LGBTQ rights movement. This year, June also marks 40 years since the CDC reported the first cases of HIV and AIDS in the U.S.
It was one of the LGBTQ's community's darkest times, as many who fell ill found themselves alone and in the dark. In this part of our Pride series, Christian De La Rosa shines a light on an unsung hero, a local woman who turned to the sick when many turned away.
This pandemic that we're in now was very reactivating, because it was in many ways similar. You know, a couple of people were sick, and then all of a sudden thousands of people were sick.
Joan Schaeffer moved to Miami in the late 70s, shortly before it hit.
There were funerals like every week. I, of course, had many friends who were sick or getting sick. I eventually was working at Jackson at South Florida AIDS Network, and it was just a horrible, horrible, horrible time. Government was not willing to step in. A lot of women's groups stepped in because, you know, they weren't getting it so much, especially lesbians. It was so overwhelming, the amount of sickness. And I think one of the things that you always feel is that if you're sick, your family will be there for you.
Faced with the largely unknown disease at the time, some called the gay plague, volunteers like Schaeffer tended to the sick, while many chose not to.
If they're gay, you know, I'm not gonna get involved with that. Or if they're poor, I'm not gonna get involved with that. Or if they're black, I'm not gonna get, you know. But people are people. And if they're sick, you gotta help them.
But what would become some of the darkest days of the LGBT community was also a wake-up call in the battle against HIV, AIDS, and equal rights.
We all came to realize that we had to do something, that the future was in our hands, and that if we did nothing, it was not going to be a good thing. So I think the gay rights movement was definitely propelled by that time.
Christian De La Rosa, Local 10 News.
And her activism did not stop there. Schaeffer also volunteered for the Health Crisis Network and AIDS Service Organization and visited those who were sick. She's been an advocate promoting acceptance of the LGBT community within the Jewish faith. She is a hero. Stay with Local 10 for more Pride coverage. All this month, Christian will be highlighting important LGBTQ stories. You can also find more in a special section on our website, local10.com.